Ooh. I don't know. The beer still tastes good after a run?
This season, I learned that it's okay to balance life and training.
That camaraderie is everything, and I'm so thankful to my teammates for getting me through all of these long runs.
Be patient and stay steady.
Pace yourself. Don't come out too fast on the starting line.
You definitely got to take things slow. I tried to get right into it and had some injuries, and you just got to take your time and work your way up.
Injuries suck, but you can still do it.
Try not to fall as well.
This year has been challenging, to say the least, with injuries. I'd say your body's a lot stronger than what you give it credit for. And this team will lift you up when you feel like you literally can't run another mile.
This year I was hurt, so it was a lot of perseverance, don't push yourself too much, don't worry about getting hurt mid-season, because as long as you keep with the training program, you'll be okay. So it was a lot of just kind of getting through the injury was my biggest lesson this year.
I think I've learned a lot about the mental side of this. This is my 5th Boston with the ALF team. And I sort of have the training down a bit, but the mental aspect I think becomes a little bit different and harder each year. So I've had to tune not just my body, but how I think about things.
It gets better. I think last year was pretty tough, and every year is a different year, and it definitely gets better.
It's my 2nd year, and it gets no easier.
Mind over anything. I took quite some time off to get married and go on my honeymoon, and I just came back focused, and I've been doing great. So you think it's a body thing, of course, but your mind and your heart will get you there too.
The biggest lesson this season was find a friend to get on the right bus. The buddy system works.
Life is pretty interesting. But you can always rise up from any of the negativity or bad things that happen. So,
I've learned that most of running is in your head. I've learned that running is definitely not an individual sport, as most people think. And I have learned that you really don't need to train. It's all fine.
It takes a village. It really takes the whole team to get through the training, fundraising, and getting to the finish line April 15th.
The biggest lesson I learned this season is that I need to run more. Despite the cold in the winter in Minnesota, I should have gotten out more. And today I bailed out at 10 miles, but I'll be ready on game day. I know the gaps. I'll fill in the gaps between now and I'll be ready on the 15th of April.
To trust God. I ran the Tokyo Marathon a couple of weeks ago, and I finished with 15 minutes to spare, and that's the only time I've ever been scared I wouldn't be able to finish a race. So I need to trust God, trust my training, and I'll get through it all.
You can take it slow and you'll still get there.
To not take things for granted.
So we had a lot of turnover this year. I mean, I loved the team every single year, and I was sad to see some of my friends move on. But what I did learn this year is even though when you have a lot of turnover, the people that come in are amazing as well. And that to me was a bit of a surprise. No, not a surprise they were so good, but just a bit of a surprise that I would just warm up to people so quickly.
My biggest lesson learned is that sometimes you have to reset your goals. And they're not the goals that you had 10 years ago when you were running. They're different goals. And for me, it's a goal about being happy while running and enjoying this marathon season for every bit that it's worth.
If you eat an ice cream sandwich, it's going to get you just as far as if you eat any sort of healthy thing. I'm just saying. It's fine.
It's fine.